Evening tenors, great to see you. Hope you're having a good day. Thanks so much for joining me and welcome to our Mozart Requiem rehearsal. Of course, we're not going to start for 10 minutes yet, so this is my chance to come and have a bit of a chat. And just realised I don't have the chat on screen, so let's get the chat up on screen. And here we all are. Great to see you all. I hope you've had a good day. And I'd just like to echo what Mark has said at the very top of the comment stream here. That Self-Isolation Choir has been quite busy today. Of course, we started at 10 a.m. with Ben at 10, with well over 150 children singing along at home, and a few grown-ups as well, which is great. Then that amazing Verdi Requiem sing through with Harry. And then soprano ABBA rehearsal with Ralph, which I really enjoyed, and Anna also really enjoyed. And then now the tenor part for the Mozart Requiem. I mean, honestly, I said this last year, I maintain as well, Self-Isolation Choir is the busiest choir in the world. It has to be. I don't think anyone could show me a choir that's busier than us. And I don't mean that in any kind of negative way. I think it's fantastic. And so thank you so much to everybody for taking part and for making this so much fun. I see that there's a plan for a book club. I mean, I don't know how you're going to fit it in, unless it's a score club. I think I could get behind. So which version of the Mozart Requiem are you looking at? I have the Baron Writer score. I have the Novello. Oh, what are the differences? Let's have a couple of vats of wine and discuss it. Now that is something I could get behind. So anyway, how is everybody doing? Hello, Judith. Great to see you. And hello to Albert. Great to see you again. Goodness me, busy day for us, Albert. I've seen you, I think this is the third time today. And still more to come. Amazing. Hello to Carol. Great to see you. And I hope you're very well. I hope Bumble is very well. And everybody else. And just once again, Carol, thank you on behalf of everybody for everything you're doing as a essential member of the NHS. Thank you very much indeed. Lots of love to you. Hello to Suzanne. I like this hello from a real tenor. Just a lady tenor, though. I mean, what's the just for? You know, lady tenors are tenors. And there's a wonderful comment from Graham later on, which I really enjoyed. So don't do yourselves down, ladies. Lady tenors are absolutely essential. In the same way that male altos. Nothing wrong with a male alto. Just the same with a lady tenor. So great to see you. Hello to Paul and Nancy. And who else is here? Hello, Marion. Hello, Ian, who's apparently still working, so we won't tell anyone, all right? We're good to see you, Ian. Who else is here? Lots and lots of lovely people. Lots of people talking about the book club. Oh, hang on, it all just jumped there. So hello to Marion, who also sings tenor with her Cheltenham Choir. Fantastic. And there's Suzanne. Fabulous. There's the comment. Ian says, I'm supposed to be working. We won't tell anybody if you don't, Ian. All right. There's that comment from Graham. We all love all you tenorettes. Takes the pressure off those of us who get vertigo up in the high notes. Totally with you, Graham. 100%. So, thank you to all of the lady tenors who are here. We really do appreciate you. Fabulous. Hello to Simon. Simon is asking a technical question. Using your phone, it starts off okay, and then it pauses and a ring appears in the middle of the screen. So that's going to be buffering, I should think, Simon. It's probably a connection issue. The old adage works, turn it off, turn it on again. And if that doesn't fail, restart your phone. You can restart your internet connection. I hope everyone else is getting a good stream. It seems to be all right. I spoke to my internet service provider last week, who provided me, as I've said, with something that sounds very grand, an upload boost, which has increased the amount of data that's leaving this house to you by a factor of 5. So hopefully things should be better. What I'm saying is, Simon, hopefully you can sort it out with just a refresh. So we'll see. Brilliant. So who else is here? Fantastic. And Graham says, one good thing coming out of lockdown, I can now come to the Thursday rehearsals live. Fabulous. It's great to see you. Hello to Jill. Busiest choir in the world. I'd agree, Mark. I really do think that there's no debate. We are the busiest choir in the world. So hello, Norb. Great to see you. Hello to Bev from Guildford. I hope you're having a good day. It's a wet Guildford. It's a very wet Bristol here. I think lots of people are in the same boat. Hello to Rebecca. Lady tenor reporting for duty for Scotland. Great to see you, Rebecca. Thanks for coming. Who else? Thank you, Mark, for the SIC being the busiest choir in the world. Absolutely. Fabulous. Bumble is very well and very wet after John took her for a walk. Well, thank you to John for taking that particular bullet for you. And hello, Nancy. Great to see you. Heard about the choir from your friend Catherine, and you're from Oregon. It's great to see you, Nancy. You're very welcome. Have a good sing-song with the tenors, and if you fancy joining us, well, have a look at the website, and we'd love to have you join us full-time, but have fun. Great to see you. Who else is here? Hello, Rebecca. Yep, there's Rebecca. And who else? Olivia in Tunbridge Wells. Great to see you. Hello, Karen. Wonderful. Fantastic. So I'm going to have a quick sip of water. I'd invite you to make sure you've got your drinks ready. I'm also going to do my sound checks, everybody. So this is just the time that I play the recordings and the piano, and this is an opportunity for me to check the sound levels are working, but it's also an opportunity for you to make sure your speakers and your headphones are set to the right levels so we don't end up accidentally hurting anybody's hearing. So I'm going to start off with a nice strident piano sound, something big and D minorish. Sounds suitably Mozartian, doesn't it? Nice. Okay, that's sounding good. Let's have a bit of recording. So let's have a little bit of Rex Tremendae. Fabulous. Rex! Excellent. Excellent. So that recording works. I know the others work fine. So, Mozart is ready. The choir is ready. The conductor is as ready as he'll ever be. So we'll have a little bit of a chat and then we'll get started at 5 o'clock. So yes, I do hope you're all having a good day. And those of you in lockdown, you know, it's one of those... Sorry, I've got some messages from Mark. See, Mark... Mark sends me these little messages, ladies and gentlemen, and from time to time it's quite hard to maintain the professionalism when these things pop up. And so Rex Tremendae has become Rex Harrison in Mark's world, and so I have to try really hard to say, and now it's time for Rex Tremendae, when I hear in my head, now it's time for Rex Harrison. Thank you for that, Mark. Oh dear, we do have a laugh. Fabulous. So, brilliant. So there's Marion. Oh, great. Simon says it's very wet in Banbury. Well, I hope you managed to get rid of the buffering, Simon. Yeah. Well, we've had a good day here in Bristol. As I said, the weather's not been great, but we had a brilliant session with the children this morning. What did we do? We brought back Old MacDonald Had a Farm. And having had quite a sedate start to the young SIC and quite normal animals on Old MacDonald's farm, this morning we had a unicorn, which was a bit of a challenge, because and on that farm he had a unicorn with a what? What noise does a unicorn make? In the end I had to put clip-clop. We also had a dragon, which did mean that some of the animals in the last verse had vanished. And that was in no way down to me forgetting which animals had previously been mentioned. They'd all just run away from the dragon. We had a lot of fun, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So if you are around on Tuesdays and Thursdays, do please consider coming along. What else did we do? We also sang through My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean, and I had them standing and sitting down every time we sang a word starting with B, which of course creates absolute havoc. And we also sang through Daisy Bell. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer do, which is great fun. Oh, I've just spotted, is the camera playing up? Oh dear, you just can't get the stuff. So I'm just going to open up the camera app and see if I can't find out what's going on with that. Ah, there we go. That's the thing. This tech, whenever it starts playing up, you think, right, I'm going to open the settings, and then it works. I used to do the same when I was a music teacher. If there was ever any technology that failed, I would always just say to it very loudly, I've got a screwdriver where I can get at it, and then it would remarkably start working. The children all thought it was magic. Splendid. Oh yes, we had a snake as well, didn't we? I kept forgetting the snake, Jill. Yes, I did. What I'm going to do, I've decided, I'm going to ask for the animals at the start of the session, and then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to write them down. Be still my beating heart. I'm actually going to write something down and read it from that rather than try and maintain the entire piece and all of the sounds and all the animals whilst into a camera from my head, which was a little bit tricky. But anyway, Jill says my Bonnie is not great for creaky knees. No, that's why I had the sheep do it this morning. I had my sheep here, Georg. All right, and Georg is one of 4 sheep that was sent to me after Messiah by dear Mark Strawn. And as there are 4 of us in our family, each member of my family, including myself, has a sheep. And I have named this one Georg after Handel, of course, and he sits on the desk and passes judgment on all of my music making. And I'm still hoping one day, that we'll get to actually sing Messiah in Westminster Abbey. Who knows? Who knows? Wouldn't that be amazing? Just meters away from Handel himself. That would just be amazing. And do you know what? When that happens, he'll be in my pocket. Don't tell anyone. Okay, everybody. We've got less than a minute to go before we start our rehearsal tonight. So if you just please want to make sure that you have everything you need for the next hour. We've got some really nice music tonight. Last week was full on trying to get all of these really complicated movements into an hour. Tonight we have a little bit more time to enjoy the journey, smell the roses a little bit. Having said that, there's quite a number of notes to get through. So we'll be starting with the Tuba Mirum. We'll be looking at the Rex Tremendae and the Recordare tonight. If we have time, we'll also sing through the Kyrie fugue from last week. You're going to need to have a drink of water. Quite a lot of F sharps and Gs for us tonight, tenor, so do look after your voices. And of course, the most important thing, do please keep chatting away in the comments if you wish to. The comments really is where the choir conversation continues, and it's a big part of what makes our SIC very special. So do please consider chatting away if you'd like to, but we're going to get started. So thank you very much for your comments. I'm going to bid them adieu, and if you can help me please, as we go full screen, you've got to make the sound and do the finger wibbles, otherwise it's not going to work. Here we go. Thank you very much. What's marvellous is the children are getting really good at that as well on Young SIC. So a very good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Mozart rehearsal. And I have to say that because we've got so many rehearsals going on for SIC. It's the Mozart Requiem Tenor Rehearsal Week 2. Okay, so tonight we've got the Tuba Mirum, Rex Tremendae, and Recordare to look at. I hope you are enjoying the learning process with this wonderful piece so far. The movements tonight are a little bit different from last week. All 3 movements last week were all choir numbers. Tonight we're going to look at 2 movements which normally, in the course of learning the Mozart Requiem as a chorister, you would never look at, because these are movements for the soloist to sing. But as I'm very fond of saying, SIC is a unique organisation. You can sing along at home as a member of the choir, and then you can be a soloist in just a fraction of a second. So I hope you enjoy learning these parts. They're really, really nice. So what we'll do, everybody, we'll get warmed up and then we'll make a start. So if I can invite everybody, please, to stand up for me. Thank you. Those of you that are happy to. Ian, you have permission not to stand because you're still at work, but everybody else, if you're able to stand, that would be great. And if you're not able to stand for whatever reason, maybe you're at work or maybe there's another reason, it's absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. But if you could straighten your back for the warm-up, that'd be great. And everybody, if you could place your feet flat on the floor, that would be fantastic. And if you could give yourself, everyone, that straight back and long neck, and we'll take a couple of deep breaths in and out, and in again, and out. Fabulous. One more deep breath in and out. Fantastic. Rolling your shoulders around, please, everybody. And whilst we're doing this, do remember that we've got a wonderful range of Mozart Requiem themed warm-ups that have been produced for us by Angie Reichenbach. You can buy that course through the selfisolationchoir.com website. They're really good warm-ups. Just rolling your shoulders around. And of course, if it's early in the morning where you are, if you haven't had a particularly good sing today, well then we're only going to do a short warm-up now. If you need to pause the stream and warm up a little bit more, that's absolutely fine. Everyone bring your shoulders up to your ears, please. Folks, thank you. Take a deep breath. And as you blow the air away from you, let your shoulders fall. Thank you very much. Well done. Just very gently, roll your head around, stretch the muscles a little bit. Fantastic. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, so have a quick sip of drink, please, before we get started. Do stay hydrated. It's the middle of winter, a good time to get ill, so let's not do that. Particularly during a global pandemic, let's drink lots and lots and lots of water. Okay, let's do a bit of warming up. We'll start on a D tonight, tenors. Okay, so we'll hum that note. Nice deep breath. Hum with me. Here we go. And upper semitone. Excellent. Now an ooh. Off orange. Oh. breath and an ah, and ah. Lovely, same sound, deep breath. Ah. Splendid. And now after me, please, tenors, as we sing ya, ya, ya. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Ya, ya, ya. And one more. Ya, ya, ya. Thank you very much, tenors. Splendid. Okay, that was an A flat. And that should be sufficient for the time being. So we'll make a start tonight on Tuba Mirum, please, which you'll find in our score on page 22. If you're using a different paper score, it's whichever page that starts on. If you get lost, if you're following along, just ask in the comments. There's usually somebody who can pop up and help. And do consider using our free score if you can. It just makes life a little bit simpler. But on the other hand, you know, why waste a good paper score if you have it? So the Tuba Mirum. This is a really interesting piece of vocal writing because, well, Mozart, obviously, he's an expert at using the choir as an orchestra, but he's also a genius at writing for solo voices. If you've ever seen any of his operas, you know just how evocative and how wonderfully characterful his lines are. And what he's doing here, well, obviously, the piece is all about the trumpet shall sound and the dead shall be raised. So you have this idea of instruments and voices. And so the very opening, you have this trombone line, and then the bass comes in. Tuba Mirum Spogenso. This big sound. And it's obviously that Mozart is asking the bass to be a brass instrument. Okay, and particularly a low instrument, a trombone. Okay, then the tenor comes in, and we'll be looking at this line in just a moment. This is on the fourth system on the page, and it's a different character. You're not trombones, tenors. I want you to think of yourselves as trumpets. Okay, it's a very bright, clarion, very clear sound, and your line from A, it goes like this. It's Mos tu perbitet natura, cum resurget creatura, judicanti responsura. Okay, that's the opening half of your line, and you can really imagine. Yes, you are the trumpet, almost the trumpet sounding to raise the dead. So make sure it's bright and clear. Okay, be really precise with the intervals. We don't want any swooping between these notes because we are clarion trumpets. So if I can just play this for you, this is from A, Mors tu perbitet natura, and it goes 3, 4. Let's sing that together. And Mors tu perbitet natura. Very nice. Now we go up to a G and we sing Cum resurget creatura. Listen to that on the piano. Okay. Now before we sing it, just note those little notes that are written in there. Okay, these are called appoggiaturas or grace notes, and all that means is that you lean into the note that clashes, and then as it resolves, you lighten it. Okay, the notes are basically half the length of the note. So so just lean into those notes for me. Okay, and then just to finish that line, judicanti responsora, and then we'll sing the whole line. So it is 1, 2. Judicanti responsora. Sing for me after 2. 1, 2. Judicanti responsura. Excellent. So let's sing for Mors tu perbitet. And just one thing before we do. You can really enjoy the fact that you're singing a solo line here. You don't have to worry about blending with everybody else. Really enjoy yourselves as you sing. 2, 3, 4. Mors tu perbitet natura, cum resurget creatura, judicanti responsura. Very good. Now, a different kind of character of a trumpet line. Now we're going to sustain the note as we sing. Liber scriptus proferetur. Okay, now just be careful when you go up to that G, don't swoop. It always helps to smile from your cheeks. Retur. And that just helps the intonation, and make sure when you come down you're not going to go flat. Liber scriptus. Listen to it for me, please. 3, 4. 2, 3. Scriptus. Let's sing that together. 2, 3, 4. Liber scriptus proferetur. Well done. Well done. Okay, and the next part of that phrase is in quod totum continetur. Listen to it. Oh, sorry. Again, 2, 3. All right, sing for me from in quod totum. 1, 2, 3. In quod totum continetur. Very, very nice indeed. Thank you. So let's go from Liber Scriptus, top of page 23. And if you're in a different score, well, this is after A. This is 7 after A. Liber Scriptus. 3, 4. Liber Scriptus proferetur. In quod totum continetur. And then another nice sustained line, and it is 3, 4. Unde mundus, mundus iudicetur. Okay, just listen to that on the piano again from Unde mundus. Ready, 2, 3, 4. Brilliant. Well done. Thank you, tenors. Now, actually, of the 4 parts, I think that's probably the hardest of the 4, so well done. Thank you very much for that, and do enjoy learning it. If you've never sung it before, it's a real treat to get to sing these solos. Now, the alto then comes in. So we've had the trombone, tenors, you're the trumpets, then the clarinet part, okay? The alto sings a clarinet line, I'm certain of it. And of course the clarinet is derived from the trumpet. Clarinet actually comes from the word meaning little trumpet. The alto sings this lovely line, and then finally the soprano over the top is singing a beautiful flute line, effectively. Now, on page 24, letter D, after the soprano has sung her part, will all 4 come together, and you have this last, 12 bars or so, cum vix justus, sit securus, and it's a lovely, lovely end to a series of solo lines. So what you do is you sing at D. Now notice please the dynamic. It's written sotto voce, okay, under your voice, very, very gentle. It's not a big belting moment, it's a bit more introspective here. So at D you sing 3, 4, cum vix justus, and then we sing justus. Okay, listen to that. 3, 4. Alright, let's sing that together. Cum vix justus from D. 2, 3, 4. Cum vix justus. 3, 4. Justus. Very, very nice indeed. Thank you. And then there's a little interlude from the instruments, and then we sing sit securus. And so this is 1. Sit securus. And you can hear in the harmony, there's definitely a moment where we have a bit of tension in the harmony, so sing towards the tension, and then when it resolves, lighten the sound. So it sounds something like this. So 1, sit, sorry, and again 1, sit securus. So it's pulling back from the end of the phrase. And then we've got cum vix justus. We're down to the last, 6 bars or so. So this time we come in after the first beat. So you get a chord, and it's 1, cum vix justus, vix justus, sit securus. And you can already tell from the smile on my face and the crescendo there, the tenor gets the best line there. Okay, the tenor gets to sweeten it from a moment of where's this going to the major chord to bring us back home. So it's the tenor line that does that. So enjoy that last Vix Justus line. So let me just play that for you one more time. This is the last cum Vix Justus on the bottom line of the last page. Just listen to it for me. And one, cum Vix Justus, Vix Justus, et securus. There we go. Well done, tenors. Fantastic. Let's sing the entire movement, please, from the beginning. Have a sip of drink. You've got actually a little bit of time because the bass is going to sing his part. And any errant sopranos, altos, basses who want to sing their line, please feel free to do so. So this is the tenor part louder version of the Tuba Mirum. Take it away, Richard. Off we go. Here's the bass.
Tuba mirum spargens
Two bars to go, tenors. Okay, take a deep breath. 3, 4. Well done, tenors. Are you ready, sopranos? Here come the sops. Three bars to go, tenors. 2 bars. Okay, nice deep breath. And not too loud. And.
Cum Vix Justus.
3, 4.
Justus.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath. And 1. Now, like the sun coming out, tenors. Well done. Splendid. Well done, everybody. Thanks so much. Hope you enjoyed that one. Lots of people saying they're enjoying singing it. Fabulous. Ah, yes. So Lisa's pointed out, did I get that wrong? I'm ever so sorry. So the Iudicanti, if I did that a straight crotch, it's my apologies. It's on that first page. It's Iudicanti. So Yudi Canti, as we sang through there, mea culpa. Okay, so let's move on to Rex Tremendae, please. King, tremendous, majestic king. So it has this Handelian start, this dum dum da dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum. So dramatic, so exciting, so vital. And so when we come in with our Rex, I need to ask you tenors to do what I've asked everybody else to do, and that's to sing just your note on X. Take the R off the start, sing for me after 1, 3 and 4 and 1 and X. Lovely. Do it again for me, 3 and 4 and 1 and X. That's great. I need the E sound to be absolutely on the beat, and then the R, which is just before it, please. So just you can start that actually quite a long way before. You could sing 3 and 4 and 1 Rex. As long as the E is exactly on the beat, I'm very, very happy. Now, some people have said they're still learning how to roll R's. Of course, do have a look on YouTube. There's quite a lot of tutorials to teach you how to do it. Basically, I think the best way to begin to learn how to do it, it is a skill, and I'll talk about this on Monday, but make the F sound for me. Go, and make it quite a relaxed bottom lip to create a column of air. And then you relax your tongue, and it's vital that your tongue must be completely relaxed, and bring your tongue up to the roof of your mouth, just the tip of your tongue relaxed, and just see if you can make it start to flutter. All right, we'll talk about this again on Monday, but for those of you that can't roll your R's yet, it's a skill, and it's something you can learn, and it's something you can practice, and that's one way that might help. So we're going to Rex before we come in. All right, so we've got 3 of these loud statements that my old music teacher used to say, this is Mozart calling for his dog. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so we come in after 1 there in bar 3, 3 and 4 and 1 and Rex, 3 and 4 and 1 and Rex, 3 and 4 and 1 and Rex. Okay, so it's 3 notes. Rex, Rex, Rex. All right, and making sure we're rolling the R's and making them nice and clear. And in terms of dynamic, this is all loud. Okay, this movement is all loud until the last 5 bars. So mark that in, it's all forte. Now, having said that, don't shout. I've worked with tenors before who have sung this, and by the end of this, they have no voice left because they've sung everything into it. All right, it's a wonderful line, but do preserve your voices because there's so much more to look forward to. The confrontatis, the lacrimosa, absolutely wonderful. So, after you've sung your 3 Rexes at the start, we're now at letter U. And we sing after 1, we sing 1. Rex Tremendae Majestatis. Okay, Rex Tremendae Majestatis, Majestatis. So the notes are 1, Rex Tremendae Majestatis. All right, let's try that again. After 1 and 1. Rex Tremendae Majestatis. Great. And notice I'm not singing that in any sort of light way. It's really very, very strong, very firm. Rex Tremendae Majestatis. Yes, make it really, really big and really strong. Okay, so then we start this nice line. Qui salvandos salvas gratis. And you see, we start to have a little conversation with the basses. So you see, this is after you, 2 after you. Okay, it's 1 and 2 and qui salvandos and 3 salvas gratis, 2, 3 qui salvandos. No, hang on. Salvandos, my fault. Do you know what? I'm going to start this again. Sorry, folks. Back to the bottom of 25. I'm going to blame it on bad light. So, from the start of Qui Salvandos again. 1 and 2. Qui Salvandos and 3. Salvas gratis and Qui Salvandos salvas gratis. Okay, and that's we've just stopped just before V there in the bar before V. So as I was playing, I hope you were starting to notice that it's just a sequence, it's a pattern. Okay, so listen to it again. I'll speed it up. 1 and 2 and we salvandos, 2, 3, salvas gratis, 2, 3, qui salvandos, salvas gratis. All right, let's have a go at that tempo, okay? It'll be slow when we sing it, but let's learn it faster. 1 and 2. Qui salvandos, 2, 3. Salvas gratis, 2, 3. Qui salvandos and salvas gratis. Very nice. It's a short tease at the end there because we've got a little phrase to add. It is Mozart after all. And we sing 1. Rex tremendae majestatis. Oh, sorry, that's dotted at the end there. So let me play it again. Rex tremendae majestatis. Sing that for me. So just before V and 1. Rex tremendae majestatis. Very nice indeed. Thank you. How's everyone doing? Lots of people enjoying themselves? Excellent. Now we're at letter V. And having sung one set of the conversations, you now swap. And so what the sopranos and altos were singing before now comes to the tenors and basses. Honestly, tenors, this is an amazing line for you. This is where you can wreck your voice if you're not careful. All right, so please, even though it's glorious and wonderful, please protect your voices as we sing. So this is the bar after V. It's 1. Rex tremendae majestatis. Rex tremendae majestatis. Okay, you see what I mean? It's so much fun, and it's up in that wonderful Goldilocks zone of your voice. Yes, it's high, but it's not too high, and your voices can just soar. And I would encourage you to allow your voices, particularly once you're happy with these notes, to fill the room. Try not to sing this down to your knees. Sing it up as if you're standing in a wonderful big cathedral, and your conductor would always say, sing to the back. Okay, so sing this to the back of your space, wherever you are. Okay, so let me play it for you again from V. This is the beat after V. And 1. Extra. 4. 1. And 1. Rex tremere. And 1. Rex tremende majestatis. Okay, now let's sing that together. I'm going to have a sip of drink. Fabulous. So, here we go. From beat after V, after 1, and 1. Rex tremendae majestatis. Rex tremendae majestatis. Very, very good indeed. Thank you, tenors. And then just to bring that home, we sing Qui salvandos salvas gratis. Okay, sing that for me. 1 and 2. Qui salvandos salvas gratis. Excellent. Thank you very much indeed. And then Mozart brings us home. We haven't quite finished though. We still have to ask for help. Okay, save me, fount of mercy. And so the sopranos, salvame, they sing that beautiful, beautiful line. Now we pick up from the D that the sopranos give us, tenors, in the bar after W, and we sing, note the piano dynamic, please. We sing salvame, and keep this so, so gentle. Again, just pull back from the last note. Don't land on that last note with lots and lots of weight. Just salvame, save me. Okay, ready? 3 and 4 and salvame. Great, thank you. And then this last phrase, this magical, magical phrase. Now you'd expect salvame fons pietatis. You'd expect that chord, but you get this chord instead. And I've been telling everybody this week there's a particular name for this chord very quickly because we're running out of time. This is called a Neapolitan sixth. It's a really very, very emotive substitution for the chord you'd expect, which is G minor. And so by using this note, which is your note, he's making this chord particularly mournful. You've heard this in Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata. You've heard it in Vivaldi. And in Beethoven it's that Moonlight Sonata. gets that note, and you get it here. Okay, so just enjoy that E flat, because everyone else wants to be you at this point. So we sing this last 3 bars. It's Salvame fons pietatis, and it's really quiet at the end. Listen to that on the piano. Let's sing that together, and then we can sing the whole movement. There's your note, tenors. Here we go. 3 and 4 and Salvame fons pietatis. Bravo. Thank you very much indeed, everyone. Now let's have a sing all the way through this one. Rex Tremendae, or as Mark is calling it and insisting on calling it, Rex Harrison. But we're going to sing. We're not going to Rex Harrison our way through this. We're actually going to sing the notes. So have fun, everybody. Remember, don't sing too loudly because we've still got more to sing. And do keep yourselves hydrated. Here is Rex Tremendae. Ready, tenors? And 1 and Rex. Deep breath. And Rex. Another deep breath. Rex. And nice and dotted. 1. Rex Tremendae majestatis. Breathe. Qui salvanos. 2 and 3. Salvas gratis. 2, 3. Qui salvandos. And salvas gratis. Rex Tremendae majestatis. Rex Tremendae majestatis. Rex Tremendae majestatis. Qui salvandos, salvas gratis. And then very quietly, tenors. Salvame. Lovely. And here it is. Salvame fons pietatis. Wonderful. Well done, everybody. I hope you enjoyed singing that one, and I just want to thank our wonderful singers in the Fieri Consort. That tenor line at V, to record it at that quality, it's an amazing thing that they've done here, and the tenor line in particular, beautifully recorded. So thank you, everybody. Okay, now, how's everybody doing? So this one, thank you, Mark, for letting us know. So that was sung by Lucy, Nancy, Tom, and David. So Tom in particular, some phenomenal singing there. Well done. Right, everyone, we've got one more movement to look at tonight, and this is Recordare, which you'll find over the page. This is number 5. And this one is another solo number, and so chances are, if you've sung the Mozart Requiem before, you probably haven't sung this one. Now, I've been lucky enough to conduct this piece a number of times, I might have mentioned that, and I've been lucky enough to sing the solo parts, and this is my favourite movement for the soloists. It's very operatic. It's very much in keeping with Mozart's genius as he sets for voices in The Marriage of Figaro, in Don Giovanni, in Cose fan tutte, and in The Magic Flute, which is from around the same time as this. And so you'll hear different characters, almost like different scenes within the movement. It's really, really lovely. To begin with, though, this is the first time I feel that we get an answer to that call for mercy. Okay, we've had 4 or 5 movements so far, 4 movements. We've had the opening in D minor, we've had the Kyrie fugue, we've had Dies Irae, we've had the Tuba Mirum, and the Rex Tremendae. So it's been a lot of kind of intense music, kind of high pressure stuff. the Recordare is a moment where the choir gets to sit for an extended period, which is rather nice, and it's like mercy begins to cascade from above, and you can hear that in the music. Da da dum 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 da 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 dum da 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 dum. Almost as if it's like a waterfall cascading down. And Mozart writes these beautiful interweaving lines. And so what I'm going to ask you to do, as you'll see from your first entry on in my score, page 29, whenever your entry is, it's the bar after F, you'll see you've got some long lines and some long notes that go through the bar line. So we're going to sing through all of these long notes. Aim for the note that's poking out the other end of the bar line. And you'll see what I mean when we get there. So anyway, so it opens with a rather nice organ introduction. We then have the alto and bass setting the scene for us. The soprano comes in at F with the note on quad. Now, tenors, you come in a bar later, and your note, as you see, clashes but nicely, so that you are paired with the soprano, and Mozart is sort of layering the clashes and then resolving them, and then clash and resolve and clash and resolve. And it's that interplay between the voices that makes this opening very special. So all that being said, this is your line. So this starts at the bar after F. Okay, so the soprano comes in first there. So the soprano goes one, so quad, and you sing quad sun causa Okay, and for those of you who are fans of harmony and theory, there is that hemiola rhythm that I keep going on about, where you take a 1 2 3 1 2 3 and you feel 1 2 1 2 1 2 instead. That's right there. So let's just listen to that again. This is the bar after F. 2 3 2 3 1. Let's sing it together, please. From quad, bar after F, ready, after 3 2 3. Quad sun causa All right, thank you very much indeed. People are asking what's this? In the last note. Okay, people are asking about the Recordare. The last note is an F, please, as per our score. If in doubt, we are deferring to the free score. Thank you. All right, so any questions, please just you should all have the PDF. If you wonder, please just double check between your paper scores and then just make that change, if you wouldn't mind. Thanks, everyone. Okay, just quick sip of drink. Now, we've arrived at letter G, and we have a bit of a change in style. The bass comes in, ne me perdas, and that rise of the semitone, it instantly changes the feel from bright and airy to a slight air of threat. Okay, and so tenors, we answer. The basses go, ne me per, and we sing, ne me perdas. Okay, so it's the 4 bars after G. Listen to it. 2 3 1. Okay, let's sing it together. Ne me perdas. 2 3 1. Ne me perdas illa die. Okay, and then carrying straight on the last 4 bars. Ne me perdas illa die. Listen to it, please. 2 3. Okay, sing with me, please. The last 3 bars and a bit. Ne me perdas. 2 3. Ne me perdas illa die. And I really would recommend a nice smile as you're coming down the scale to help keep the tuning. Okay, fantastic. Let's go from G, please, tenors. So the basses will sing Ne me perdas. There's our note. Ready? So I'll give you the bass line. 2 3 1. Ne me perdas illa die. Ne me perdas illa die. There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, over the page, and we have another change in style. We had this conversation really between the tenors and basses, and then the sopranos and altos finished off. So the basses sing Cadence me, and you answer Cadence me. Okay, so it's the G to the C. It's a big, bright sort of fanfare sort of sound. So don't hold back, although do preserve your voice if you can. After 1, 2, 3, 1. Cadence me. Thank you. So let's just practice that, please. So the bass comes in. So from H, 2, 3. Cadence me, so do still lassos. And then tenors, we sing Redemisti. Sing that for me. 2, 3. Redemisti. Excellent. Now we've arrived at letter I, and what you have here is, I find this fascinating. I've been saying all the way through Self-Isolation Choir, if you want to show high emotion when you're writing a melody, then use an interval of a sixth or a seventh, something wide to show that range of pitch. And what Mozart's doing here is he's using a sixth for you, but instead of going up, it's coming down. And so listen to your line from I, tantus labor non sit casus. Listen to this from I, 2, 3, 1. Okay. Tantus labor non sit casus. Okay, those are the pitches. I took out the rests just so you could hear that it's a sequence. Let's sing it like that. Okay, we'll put the rests in a minute. Just from I, just the notes. Ready? And tantus labor non sit casus. Okay, I find that first one the hardest of all, because you want to sing a D or a C, but it's a little bit further than perhaps we're used to. So one more time, tantus. Ready? 2, 3, 1. Tantus labor non sit casus. Brilliant, well done. And so let's sing that one more time in time, and so you get a rest at the start of each bar. So it's 1 tantus, 1 labor, and lean into that first note of each of those words for me, please. So from I, after 1, 2, 3, 1. Tantus labor non sit casus. Well done, well done. Not an easy line. And then we sing tantus labor non sit casus. Nice melodic part there. Let's sing that. 2, 3. Tantus labor non sit casus. Great. And notice that's not a big blasting moment. That's quite lyrical and light. Thank you, everyone. So now we are on page 31. I'm going to have a little drink. Would invite you to do the same. Fabulous. Okay, so we're at letter K, and we start another conversation with the sopranos. Actually, they start it. Juste exultationis domum facere missionis. Okay, so the sopranos come in on a B flat, we come in on a C. Okay, so your line from bar after K after 3. 1, 2, 3. Juste exultationis domum facere missionis. Okay, pitch-wise, I don't think that's the hardest thing we've got to sing, but the rhythm's a little bit tricky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say the rhythm, okay? Don't worry about the pitches, and you can say it with me, all right? Don't sing a pitch, just speak. From Juste, 2, 3. Juste exultationis donum facere missionis. One more time, ready? Saying, not singing. 2, 3. Juste exultationis donum facere missionis. Okay, and it might help to just note that the notes of U, O, Do, and Fuck are all the same length. Okay, it's a beat and a half. Juste exultationis donum facere missionis. Now let's put the pitches in, and if you're still finding this tricky, you're not alone. Just keep coming back and practicing, and it'll all click in short order. Okay, so this is what it sounds like. So 2, 3. Ius Deus exaltationis donum facere missionis. All right. Thank you, everyone. We'll sing that through with the tenor in a minute. Actually, why don't we do it just one more time? One more time for luck, because that's probably the hardest thing we've got to sing tonight. Ready? 2, 3. Ius Deus exaltationis donum facere missionis. Very, very good indeed. Okay, so now we are at letter L. The bass again sets up this sort of threatening sound. Ante diem. Okay. So I've just noticed there's a slight echo, which I'm going to sort out. Pardon me. Okay. So the bass sings ante di, and we sing the same shape as we did before, just at different pitches. So it's ante diem rationis, ante diem rationis. It's exactly the same shape and pattern as we sang earlier on, just a tone lower. So if anything, slightly easier to sing. So let's sing that with me. Ante diem, please, from L. 2, 3, 1. Ante diem rationis, ante diem rationis. Very, very good indeed. Thanks so much. Now we're in the middle of the piece, thoroughly so. We've got, 3.5 pages to go. And here, for the first time, Mozart's going to use you all together, all the soloists, all the voice parts, in a block. And that's usually to prove a point. And musically, what we get here is really, really fantastic. And tenors, you get the best part. And I'll explain why in a minute. So the next phrases are grouped into pairs. So we get to a loud one. In gemisco tanquam reus. So you get a sort of a bright statement, and then you get a darker response. And so your first one is 1. In gemisco. Sing for me from M. 2, 3, 1. In gemisco. And then tanquam reus, and 1. Tanquam reus. And notice I'm frowning as I'm singing that. That's deliberate. That's to give it a darker sound. And notice the semitone there. Okay, he could quite easily have made you sing tanquam reus, but by going tanquam reus, it just makes it that much darker, doesn't it? And you get to do that on each of these statements, which is something the rest of the choir would love to be able to do. So enjoy that little moment each time. Let's sing that in gemisco tanquam reus all together from M. 2, 3, 1. In gemisco tanquam reus. And then culpa rubet voltus meus. Okay, same shape, but just a bit higher. Sing for me, culpa rubit. 2, 3, 1. Culpa rubit voltus meus. And then supplicanti pace Deus. Sing that for me, supplicanti, please. So this is 4 before N. 2, 3, 1. Supplicanti pace Deus. Great. Well done, tenors. Very, very good. Let's do the whole section, please, from M in gemisco. Ready? 2, 3, 1. In gemisco tanquam reus. Culpa rubet voltus meus. Supplicanti pace Deus. Great stuff. Well done. Thank you. Now we're at N. Soprano sets out on her own. Qui Maria cum absolvisti. And you answer as we sing, et natronem exaudisti. Listen again. Enjoying that F sharp at the end. Et latronem, please. 1, 2. Et latronem exaudisti. Great, thank you. Then the ladies sing mihi quoque, and we sing mihi quoque splendedisti. And that might sound tricky, but when we break it up, you'll see it's mihi quoque, as if you're moving up and down on the black notes and white notes on the piano. So mihi quoque, sing for me. 1, 2, mihi quoque, and then mihi quoque. 1, 2, mihi quoque, and then splendedisti and splendedisti. Fab. Let's sing the whole thing from your first mihi quoque, please. After 2, 1, 2. Mihi quoque, splendedisti. Great. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, so we've arrived at letter O, and the altos and basses, just as at the start of the movement they set out. This is Mozart recapping the movement. And we come in then tenors at the top of page 34, and it's the bar after the sopranos again, excuse me. And it's very, very, very similar to what we sang before, except it's shorter. Okay, so sopranos come in at the top in my score of page 34. Yours will be different. It's after O. Your entry is 8 after O. All right, sopranos, the bar before, they sing sad, and we sing sad Okay, it is a truncated version, a shorter version of what we did before. Listen to it again, just on the piano. Ready? 2, 3. 2, 3, 1. 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, and just that bit at the end. If I just go from the start of that bar, so don't worry about the first bar of bonus. We're going to just go in at the second bar. So it's going to be bonus with me, and bonus one more time, and bonus Excellent. Let's put it all together from your sed, please. Top of 34. We're nearly at the end. Ready? 2, 3. Right, so there. Hopefully you took a bigger breath than I did. Well done. Very, very good. Now, wonderful moment from the orchestra. And then this big chord. And your line is... Sing that for me, and 1. Sorry, my fault. So we lean in. So one more time. Let me sing it for you, and with me, and 1. And then we sing with me, and 1. Great, let's do those two, please. Ne pereni. So I'll give you the organ just before because it's fun. Deep breath. Ne pereni. And then bass inter. And we sing. This is the bar after P tenors. It's 1. Interoves. There's that tritone from Elijah. Sing it for me. And 1. And then it's locum presta. Okay, the second time up is a D natural. Sing for me, locum presta. 2, 3, 1. Locum presta. And then we're on to the last page, 4 before Q. It's et abedis nequestra. I need to make those words slightly bigger. Listen to that again. Et abedis me sequestra.
sequestra.
Let's sing that together. 4 before Q. 2, 3.
Et abedis me sequestra.
Well done. Thank you. And now letter Q. And there's 2 phrases to go. The soprano comes in a beat before the rest of us. Don't let that throw you out. And they come in on an F, which is your note, but an octave lower. So from Q, start to ends in parte dextra. This is lovely here. So it goes 2, 3.
Start to ends in parte dextra.
Another nice hemiola for you. Listen to it. 2, 3. Let's sing that together from Q. Ready? 2, 3.
Start to ends in parte dextra.
Great. And then just the last phrase is almost the same, but he manages somehow to make it even nicer as we sing 2, 3.
Start to ends in parte dextra.
Isn't that nice? Listen to it again. 2, 3. Let's sing that together. Start to ends. 2, 3.
Start to ends in parte dextra.
There you are. Well done, tenors. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed learning that one. We're going to sing it all the way through. Remember, if you're finding this difficult, if it's the first time you've ever sung it, well, that's to be expected. This isn't easy music. It's Mozart. I don't think there's actually such a thing as a piece of easy Mozart. Not really. There's always something that can catch you out. So I would just say, if this is your first time singing it, enjoy singing it through with us now, and then listen to it loads and loads and loads between now and Monday, and just fall in love with it. It's such a lovely piece, and I'm just so glad that we get to sing it here in SIC. So we're going to sing it all the way through, and then that'll be it for tonight. If you want to come along and sing with the basses tomorrow, we've got the same movements, and then on Monday we're going to sing through everything that we've done so far. We'll do all 3 movements from the that we did last week. We'll do these 3, and then we'll be looking at the real fire, ladies and gentlemen. Confutatis, which for the tenors and basses is unbelievable, absolutely amazing. If you've never sung it, it's just one of those experiences as a tenor and a bass you have to experience. And the Lacrimosa, which will make us all cry, and the Domine Jesu. So next week, some of the best music that we've had so far, and I know that's saying something. So let's have a quick sip of our drinks, please, everybody. Hydrate ourselves. If you've sat back down, why not stand up for the last sing of the afternoon? Fabulous, folks. So let's have some fun. Remember, this is gentle and sweet. This is mercy coming down from heaven and bestowed upon us. So let's enjoy ourselves. Here we go. Here's Recordare. Sounds like a waterfall, doesn't it? Come the altos and the basses. 4 bars tenors. 3, 2, deep breath, and 2, 3, 1. So 2 before H on page 30. Here's the bass. Deep breath. Deep breath. And. Now careful here. After 1 and 1. A, deep breath, and well done, and okay, nice deep breath, and M. Now dark. Now light. And one. Deep breath. We answer. Letter O. Here's the bass. Ready? Deep breath and two, three, one. And one. And one. One, two, three. There we are. Thank you so much, tenors. Isn't that lovely? And as I say, if it's your first time singing it, well, I'm so honoured and so pleased to have been able to teach it to you. Now, next week, as I've said, Confortatis, Lacrimosa and Domine Jesu, some really, really phenomenal music to look forward to next week. In the meantime, if you want to come along tomorrow night, we're with the basses at 5 o'clock and we'll just be putting the finishing touches to our learning for this week, and then on Monday we sing everything through. So I hope you've enjoyed today. Do please, as I'm sure you all do, read all of Mark's emails really carefully. There's all sorts of interesting things happening with SIC. Of course, the young SIC is off to a great start. We've had 2 sessions so far. Please tell everybody about it. We'd love to see hundreds and hundreds of people come along to that. Tuesdays and Thursday mornings at 10. Of course, we're well into ABBA. The Verdi Requiem was sung through today. We've still got a few days of Elijah submissions before we start mixing that. It's all go here, and it's all, well, it's down to obviously Mark and I putting a lot of work in, and Mark sees and everybody else, but you are what make it what it is, folks. So thank you so much for your support of SIC, and long may it continue. Now have a great day. Whatever you've got left planned for the day, I hope it goes really well. I might see you tomorrow, but I'll definitely see you on Monday. So have a great weekend and take care, folks. All the best. Bye-bye.